All right, so you're probably not gonna hear me that far because it's it's kind of like the fences are blocking the view, so I'll apologize for that. So yes, I'm standing right where my old classes were held at, and my old classes usually held was like math on B2, and that's where I forgot what my teachers were, but she's been long retired, and I was thinking about that, and my voice isn't feeling that good today. I just got a a diet version of Ebola, which is like the suckiest feelings when you get sick. You have sore throat, and like, oh God, you are hoping that your sore throat isn't going to evolve into a nightmare. And that's the bell, and yeah. So I'm looking right here. It's one of the last structures, the benches that I remember sitting down. The rest of them, its brethren got tossed away like it was scrap metal due to like I forgot how many years it's been since 12 years ago, I suppose I graduated Roosevelt. But the wooden benches are still there. So I'm looking right here is the the New Deal era type of thing, and yes, the logo is still there. The Roosevelt Junior High School. Yeah, they think they changed it to Roosevelt Junior High after a couple of years after it was built, from middle school to junior high. And then they realized, well, somewhere in the 1890s that they changed it. I don't remember. I honestly do not remember. I haven't gone inside yet. Truth be told. And this is a flagpole. And, well, yeah, that's not important. That's not what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, this, when I'm standing right, I was a student here at Roosevelt. This is like a New Deal era building, built in around 1932, that was going to be landmarked by the government. I suppose that it is what it is, and I have a lot of memories built in Roosevelt. I mean, because of my mom, and I was able to learn how to use computer more often, how to get used to writing on Microsoft Word, and I was learning how to like do artworks. I started to get interested in world history and American history that much, and yeah. And another one that I wasn't going there because I wasn't supposed to be. It was like before school started 2 years ago somehow, but that's okay. But anyways, I keep forgetting what that one is. I was rambling around that one. Oh yeah, I think it might be a giant garbage dumpster right there, but I don't know. It used to be that giant, big ass garbage tub, right? That used to be sitting right there. Yeah, it used to be where birds would fly around. They would just swarm and make a lot of mess. But then they took it out because, like, for public safety reasons, which kind of sucked. And then they redesigned all those doors. They reinforced them. And I'm like, wow, they must have changed everything from inside out. It's at broad daytime, so it's not like I'm gonna get attacked by some crazy people or anything. It's the broad daytime, so what are they gonna do? It's like there's a security cameras right there. I could be anywhere in the range. So yeah, and I did go to after school program at this place. It's lot of memories, and I don't know if a bunch of students remembered. I certainly doubt it. My cousin graduated. I certainly do not recognize some of the structures. And it's like, wow, they actually painted on brick buildings. Huh. I certainly don't remember. I certainly don't remember that. Oh well. I certainly don't remember everything in Roosevelt. The only memories that I can say about it is that, well, I already explained it all in my previous video, and is that my memories aren't that good. After 10 years plus, your memories start fading away, and it's like, what was Roosevelt? I don't remember, and I don't remember that many teachers. The only teachers I remember was Mr. Flores, Mr. Chang, Bowman, Davis, two Davises, Miss Asando, Rocio Casako, Miss Smith, and a lot of paraprofessionals that I only remember so much. Oh, Miss Roberto's still there, but it's that pretty much it. And Principal Diane, she retired. So that's pretty much how I forgot about. That's pretty much how I would end it. So I was hoping that this is going to be permanently landmarked, because this is a huge deal for Roosevelt, being built during the era of the Great Depression and New Deal and all that stuff. And I like the architecture of this building, which is, I can't reach it that high. It's so below, but you get what I'm saying. It's, I don't see students going out. I mean, going to other classes, to B1, B2 bungalows anymore, man. And I just, wow, I think it's changed. Oh well, I guess not. Well ended, and on this, yeah, this is, on this, I do miss Roosevelt, but I guess, unless I don't have college semesters, or I don't have college in my way anymore, the block, I probably would visit here, but I guess unless I go inside and see what was like inside, I guess it'll be it for my story. Yeah. So I'll take, to any former Roosevelt students who might recognize this building from the back side, yeah. So I hope you enjoy this. So this is, I've been wanting to talk about it for years now. I actually visited Cobb School 2016. It was like almost 2 years ago. I actually came to school just to visit and see what it was like inside, and then I wasn't expecting to see Miss Garibaldi, one of my fourth grade teachers now. She's fifth grade and fourth and fifth grade now, and there's very few of them that I know left. Minus the fact that I hear that Miss Tong retired all those years ago after a particular incident from rowdy students. It's just really depressing. It's really depressing to hear it, though. That I graduated in 2003, and all I remember Dr. Fagan is, well, yeah, she's had another school, but I wouldn't tell you. It was like she works like she still works at elementary and middle school now, but she's she's a sweetheart. It's not like I was scared, but I admired her for. So this school is almost 100 years old. That's what I remember. I'm sorry. It's a really loud area, but it's like so this school is about 100, almost 100 years old. Built. I think this building was built at a Prohibition era. I think. Don't quote me on that because I don't even know. I don't even know that building was close to 100 years old. It was like, holy crap, that building is old. So, yep. You hear the news, it's closed. So, wah, 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 wah. That school is closed. But you do get to see what it's like. Just let me shut that in. So I did notice several changes in a building session, and all I'm seeing is a giant, ugly storage box. There's palm trees still standing as usual, and of course, what was my memories of Cobb? I don't remember. I remember my mom brings me to Cobb for about a few weeks, and I don't remember what I was doing. I was sobbing a lot. At first I didn't like to go to school at first. And I was like, I want to stay home. And I don't remember. It's been roughly years. And I see. That one was Chinese New Year. It's closed. So where I remember it right now, I met Miss Bradley, and she was the closest to a family I ever had with me. My parents are pretty busy. Miss Bradley is the closest to a family I have, and I would have memories about her. And of course, I had Miss Lee, Miss Helen, and Miss Persky. And I already mentioned Miss Garibaldi and Dr. Fagan. Well, yeah. And I also made friends that they'll be my lifetime friends later on. Like Carson, one of my brothers by bond and friendship. And look at that mural right here. Isn't that sweet? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can tell it, but I did make an in-depth a video earlier, but it's just I don't know. It's just looking very cringy, and it's not looking good, I would say. And I did explore a garden, and if I remember the gardens, it used to be a lot bushier and much more lively, and it used to be much more greener in general. And then I don't know what happened. It looks like when I did visit it, I was pretty bummed. I was bummed out when I see it. It was very sad. They took out the murals too, which I'm like, wow, they actually took out murals. That's even more depressing. And I graduated in 2003, right? So I hear stories from, I think, through Miss Garibaldi, who basically said that, all this political correctness, all this, hey, can you, and the whole, we're not going to be too stern on kids that were pretty much being bad, that creates a nightmare. It was a nightmare for pretty much every other teachers in middle school, high school, and elementary. And you thought college was that crazy. imagine like, oh yeah, your students from pre-2003 graduate, and then 2003 onwards, you see like kids getting in trouble so many times, kids calling names, and kids talking back to their teachers a lot frequently, and of course parents who don't even care about race, who don't even knew about or just don't even care if kids got in trouble or not no more. It's just so sad. To me, I feel really sad to hear stories from Drew Discovery, and I think that was like 2 years ago. I did came across, and I did say I wasn't expecting to see her, and then I was I was like, wow, I was such an angel or something like that. I think that was it. And I was getting her stuff ready, and reorganizing all of the school stuff that she was going to teach their students. But that was 2 years ago. Keep in mind that was 2 years ago, and wow, to think that all those times that usually gardens changed, and all of a sudden, you think of now, the gardens have changed so much that you don't even recognize it no more, which is really depressing, because I grew up with Cobb, and all I'm seeing right now is this little painting right there. I don't know if you can tell it, but this is the only ones I've seen left, and I just remember learning how to do computers at Cobb. That was before I actually learned how to do more computer programs at Roosevelt. It was like 2004, 2005, I remember. Yeah, and it's because like my mom, I get to meet Colleen, which she used to work at Special Olympics too, and she would help me, and she would introduce me. I think she introduced my mom to Special Olympics. I think Colleen introduced my mom to Special Olympics, saying that I think your son would love to go to Special Olympics, which I actually did. And I went to Oaks too, from starting in 1997, 1998. I forgot what that one. I usually do it on Mondays, so I don't remember that much. But yeah, I was playing. We would do field trips. We would have like sports events. We do PE events. We would do lots of things, but because we have all those trees now, I don't think that would happen. So I don't know. Trees, yeah, it used to be all cleared areas, but now it is just the whole landscaping area just changed the whole structures that much. So I'm bummed. I'm so bummed. Yeah, it's Chinese New Year and they closed it down, and I wouldn't even believe it until I see it. But yeah, I can't go in there because I get in trouble. I would not be allowed to set foot in without any particular reason why do you want to visit Cobb and stuff like that. It used to be like every other, like, former students would come and visit and see their teachers, and they would still of course they would still sign it, but they don't have to like give a particular reason. But nowadays you do. I'm like, wow. But that's just me rambling. I'll just end it right here. So, by the way, there's this new bridge, new exit way for I don't remember. But I'll see you. But I'll be right there. You know what I'm talking about. So, all right. So the entrance is opened, but the gate is still locked. So I started to remember what those new. This is a new structure that I don't remember. I I don't think it was there. Oh wait, yes, definitely, it wasn't there. That new structure wasn't even there. Because they figured, oh, if the earthquake comes and hit this place, hit this entire city, it would and all the entryways collapsed inside the school. They wouldn't have no way to get out, so they built this big giant structure to help potential evacuees out to yard safely after the earthquake before the fire come out. So yeah, that is probably it. That's probably one of the reasons why. And you can't just get in. You can see that the locks was there, and yeah. Yeah, you cannot just you cannot just walk in there without a particular. And there, I remember there were I don't know, their bamboos were there. I don't think they were there, or is it my memory is that bad? And I have speech classes around there somewhere, particularly this one. The big one is where I remembered having it. Those two I remember. It was my speech room until like fifth grade. Oh, fourth grade. And I went to there, and that's where I took STAR test as well. I remember STAR test. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad as everybody thought it would be. I thought it was easy and it was relatively simple. It's not like it was relatively simple for elementary and middle school students from like fourth grade or fifth grade, I think. Fourth grade to like eighth grade. and I was having a blast in there too. And despite not knowing a little bit of STAR test, which I'm not too familiar with STAR test, it was very fun. fun. And yeah. And okay, first memory, what Miss Gilboy said about Miss Tong. She was such a sweetheart, and I also, from my memories too, I remember she was such a sweetheart. Like who wasn't like nobody ever said bad things about her. She was such a sweetheart, according to, I would say, former students from Cobb. She was, like, I mean, her voice is such a soft and, and nobody gave her in trouble. Nobody said anything bad to her about her. Nobody said, like, gave her an attitude. And she was such a sweetheart. And I think, like even me, when I was a kindergarten, I didn't pay attention. And, I had to be reminded by Miss Bradley and my mom to, like, hey, pay attention to class. I think the teacher wants you to pay attention. I would still, pay attention. I would I wouldn't do anything bad, but I was very shy, so that's why I don't remember a lot of things about her, to be honest. But yeah, and also Miss Lee too, and Miss Henning. Actually, Miss Lee, Miss Tong, and Henning did visit from time to time after their retirements. It's just, oh man, how times have flies, man. It's like, yeah, how time flies, man. And at first, it's like you graduate I graduated in 2003, and then like 13 years later, or actually, I take it back. I visited Cobb 2010. It was like a festival for former Cobb students. And then 6 years later, after I graduated high school, I visited there, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep. Man. Yeah. Well, I will say this. 各位發財，生意快樂。Have a new year of the dog. Bye. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Lawrence, and well, there is some good news actually regarding how they're gonna work on the schoolyard. First, you saw like the whole process of they want to convert this barren wasteland of a schoolyard into gardens. And they're going to take out everything, and they're going to add a living garden playground of some sort. And by the time you see in about a few years, you'll probably seeing a much different middle school than what it was. Now, truth be told, I never really been to Presidio Middle School as a regular. I did go there as a summer school. That's what I did. And I did go to like only for one summer, and that was pretty much it. I was having a hard time getting used to this stuff. What was it? I forgot what was it. I had it in 7th grade summer school or something like that. I forgot what it was. It was okay. Yeah, it's on Chinese New Year holiday. I really forgot it was closed, so that's why I don't see that many. I don't see everybody in there, to be honest. So yeah. And the other one, it was George Washington High School right there, which I don't know if they're going to take care of the gardens or not, but I think the gardens some of the ivies, they might be removed. My thoughts about Presidio being converted into a garden, it's actually great, and it's actually good for students. If there's like amphitheater, I would include it in a description box and stuff. So, and that's the only memory I had about and opinions and thoughts about Presidio Middle School. And yeah, it's a very distinguished school. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, the Panthers. So I think that's it. I don't have strong memories of Presidio Middle School as much as I have with Roosevelt or ABGNE, for that matter. So, and also Ben Franklin Middle School. That one got turned into a charter school, which I'm like, wow, they changed it really fast. Well, anyways, I hope you see a much different Presidio Middle School yard right there. By the time you might see it in what I would say, I'll give it like 2 years or less. So, anyways, thanks for watching the video. I'll combine it like with Roosevelt and Dr. William L. School. So, see you later. Bye.